In the bustling city of Brooksville lived a young man named Arjun. Fresh out of college, Arjun was brimming with enthusiasm and ambition, ready to conquer the corporate world. With a degree in hand and hope in his heart, he set out to find a job that would kickstart his career. Little did he know, the journey would test him in ways he had never imagined. Arjun began his job search with zeal, sending out resumes and attending interviews. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, yet no job offer came his way. The initial excitement slowly faded, replaced by an overwhelming sense of disappointment and frustration. Negative thoughts began to creep into his mind, like dark clouds obscuring a bright sky. Maybe I'm not good enough, he thought. What if I never find a job? These thoughts became his constant companions, gnawing at his confidence and self-esteem. Arjun found himself in a vicious cycle of negativity, where each rejection reinforced his fears and doubts. He felt trapped in his own mind, unable to break free from the suffocating grip of pessimism. One evening, as he sat alone in his tiny apartment, Arjun's phone rang. It was his childhood friend, Ravi. Ravi had always been a beacon of positivity in Arjun's life, and his call felt like a lifeline. "Hey Arjun, how are things going?" Ravi asked cheerfully. Arjun hesitated before replying. "Not great, Ravi. I haven't had any luck with the job hunt and I'm starting to lose hope." Ravi listened patiently as Arjun poured out his frustrations. After a long pause, Ravi said, "Arjun, I know things seem tough right now, but you have to remember that negative thoughts are like weeds in a garden. If you don't pull them out, they'll choke everything else. You need to learn how to ignore them and focus on the positives." Arjun sighed. "Easier said than done, Ravi. These thoughts are relentless." Ravi's voice took on a more serious tone. "I get it, but you have to fight them. Start by acknowledging them, but don't give them power. Whenever a negative thought pops up, challenge it. Ask yourself if it's really true. More often than not, you'll find that it's just your fear talking." Arjun pondered Ravi's words long after their conversation ended. That night, he resolved to take control of his thoughts. The next morning, he woke up early and went for a jog, hoping the physical activity would help clear his mind. As he ran through the park, he noticed the beauty around him. The vibrant flowers, the chirping birds, the fresh morning air. For the first time in weeks, he felt a glimmer of peace. Returning home, he decided to put Ravi's advice into practice. He grabbed a notebook and started writing down every negative thought that crossed his mind. Beside each one, he wrote a counterstatement, something positive or factual that disproved the negativity. For example, when he wrote, "I'll never get a job," he countered it with, "I have the skills and education, and I will find the right opportunity if I keep trying." This exercise helped him see that many of his fears were unfounded and irrational. Arjun also started practicing mindfulness and meditation. Every morning, he spent a few minutes focusing on his breath, letting go of the racing thoughts and grounding himself in the present moment. This practice gradually helped him gain more control over his mind, allowing him to ignore the negative thoughts that once plagued him. In addition, Arjun made it a point to stay connected with positive influences in his life. He joined a local job seekers support group, where he met others who were in similar situations. Sharing his experiences and hearing others' stories provided a sense of camaraderie and hope. He realized he wasn't alone in his struggle, and that gave him the strength to keep going. Arjun also started setting small, achievable goals for himself. Instead of being overwhelmed by the big picture, he broke down his job search into manageable tasks. One day, he focused on tailoring his resume for a specific job application. Another day, he researched companies he was interested in. Each small accomplishment boosted his confidence and kept the negativity at bay. Months passed, and Arjun's efforts slowly began to bear fruit. He received a call for an interview at a reputable marketing firm. Armed with his newfound positivity and self-belief, he prepared meticulously. On the day of the interview, he walked in with his head held high, confident in his abilities and determined to showcase his best self. The interview went well, and a week later, Arjun received the long-awaited call offering him the job. His joy knew no bounds. He realized that the battle he had fought within himself was as significant as the one he had fought in the job market. By learning to ignore and overcome his negative thoughts, he had unlocked his true potential. Arjun's journey didn't end with that job offer. He continued to face challenges and setbacks in his career, but he had learned how to deal with them. Whenever negative thoughts tried to creep back in, he reminded himself of the tools he had acquired: mindfulness, positive affirmations, and the support of loved ones. In time, Arjun's story became an inspiration to others. He shared his experiences with new graduates and job seekers, encouraging them to believe in themselves and fight their own battles with negativity. He emphasized that while the world outside might be full of obstacles, the greatest challenges often lie within our own minds. Arjun's story is a testament to the power of positive thinking and resilience. It reminds us that while negative thoughts are inevitable, we have the power to choose how we respond to them. By acknowledging, challenging, and ultimately ignoring these thoughts, we can pave the way for a brighter, more fulfilling future.